Hey babes, welcome back to the O Show, everything crypto every day. Happy Taco Tuesday. Let's go. All right, babes, this article from Cointelegraph states, crypto funds see fourth consecutive weekly outflows as institutions diversify holding, says CoinShares. So basically what this article is talking about, it is stating that people are selling their Bitcoin, taking profits on their Bitcoin, and then turning those profits over to altcoins. And when I say people, I'm talking about the big dogs. I am talking about investment firms. A quote from this article, digital asset investment products saw cumulative outflows totaling 19.5 million for the week ended Friday, making the fourth consecutive weekly drawdown according to CoinShares data. This article also states that institutional selling of cryptocurrency in June reached its longest streak since the onset of the 2018 bear market. So there's a lot of conflicting agreements here in this article. Basically, there's a lot of people that think that Bitcoin bull run is still here, and other people think that we're going to start to slowly continue to enter this bear market. Let's now go ahead and take a look at both the altcoin market cap and Bitcoin's current price action. All right, folks, this is the crypto total market cap that is excluding Bitcoin. So basically it is the market cap of all altcoins combined together. And you can find this on TradingView under total 2. Now, utilizing TA, which some people say TA doesn't work on these types of charts, other people say it does. At the end of the day, do what works for you. But right now, it's looking like we're going to get a bit of a sell-off when it comes to altcoins. Market Cipher just printed a red dot. We're pinching the upper part of the Bollinger Band. Generally, when you're pinching the upper part of the Bollinger Band or the bottom, you're going to get a violent reversal. However, the Bollinger Band simple moving average has got a nice upward curve. So it's looking like we might get a little bit of a rejection and fall to about $756 billion, as we're currently sitting around $826 billion. I now want to go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin. This is the Bitcoin dominance chart, and it's also indicating a potential bounce at about 46 here. However, it's looking like we are still a little bit weak. If we do not hold the line here at about 46, we will probably get down to the lower part of the Bollinger Band at approximately 43. Basically what this means, they say if Bitcoin dominance is below a certain area, then altcoins will continue to do well. I personally think we will see this fall a little bit more, and then it's going to go sideways a bit, and then we'll see altcoins start to pop off. But now I want to show you two Bitcoin charts. This is the Bitcoin CME chart, and generally when we have a gap, those gaps get filled, whether they're all the way up here or all the way down below here. So it's looking like we've got a gap at about $34,000 to approximately $32,000. So me personally, it looks like we are going to close this gap. We also have another gap down here at 26.7 to about 24.5. You don't necessarily have to close the gaps all the time. There's just a pretty high probability that that does play out. Another thing I want to note too is we got a gap over here between about $61,000 to approximately $58,000. So maybe we're going to continue to climb down, fill this gap over here between 26 to 24, and then completely start another bull cycle. Let's now take a look at Bitcoin. This is our Bitcoin chart here, and it is the same Bitcoin chart that we have been looking at. We are now testing 37.5, and it's kind of looking like we're getting a little bit of weakness and we want to drop. RSI is free falling. We also have MACD that's bear crossing and wants to head down. So the next move would be another retest about 37.4 to approximately this area. I would like to look between about $36,000 to $35,000. But at the same time too, we just looked at the CME chart, so we may have a little bit more volatility. I'm not necessarily ready to call all the way down to about $24,000 yet. However, I wouldn't rule it out. And I still do not think that we are in a Bitcoin bear market. I think we're just in a bit of a bearish cycle. Either way, I would be immensely cautious today, and I would only feel bullish if we were able to sustain 37.4 today and stay out of the vibe and consolidate area. This next story is about Ethereum, because Ethereum is having another update. How will EIP 1559 and Ethereum's triple halving affect Ethereum's price? So basically an EIP 1559 is an upcoming change to Ethereum's code, and it's going to remove some Ethereum from the supply. Generally, when you move some supply from the large supply, you should expect an increase in price, because when you have a lot of something floating around in the market, it's easier for buyers to kind of buy and get a hold of. However, when you're removing and when you're creating scarcity, generally it should help price to increase. That's not always the case though. And this particular upgrade is supposed to change how transaction fees work and essentially reduce Ethereum's supply and place deflationary pressure on the Ethereum network. Let's now take a look at the chart and see what's going on. And again, this upgrade is supposed to take place tomorrow, but sometimes this stuff doesn't always play out, and that's okay. This is our Ethereum chart. RSI is looking pretty bearish as we've headed back into the purple area from our overbought position. This is the thing. Generally, you want to see overbought or oversold. We kind of consolidated in those areas for quite some time, but this was a pretty fast run up, and then it looks like we were correcting. I'm actually anticipating ETH to kind of get back down to about 23 to about 22. I'm looking to long here in this region. We'll kind of play it by ear and see how it happens, but at the same time, if we were to remain bullish, I would say we would need to flip about $2,600, and then it should bring us up to about $2,800. Right now, I'm not super convinced. However, that could change if Bitcoin decides to hold the line. This next story from Decrypt is not adding up at all, and I'm a little bit, Anyways, ex-Monero developer Fluffypony has been in jail for 2 weeks over theft at cookie company. Riccardo Spanini is accused of committing invoice fraud during his time at Cape Cookies. What the heck is Cape Cookies? Doing a quick Google search, because there was no links in this article at all, shame on you, Decrypt, but it's basically a cookie company out of South Africa. And going back to the article here, in brief, it states that authorities allege he committed invoice fraud at the cookie company, which sounds so bizarre. And he's being held without bond pending extradition to his home country of South Africa. So it kind of sounds like this was something that happened way back. I don't like to hold people or decide if they're a good or bad person based off what they've done in the past. Maybe there was some sort of mistake. It's kind of weird, but the only thing I do have to say, because this case is so old, it feels a little bizarre that they're coming after him as he was one of the developers for a privacy coin. Very bizarre timing, especially with all this crazy stuff going on with the SEC coming in. They really want to regulate crypto. Who the heck knows? I want to talk about NFTs again, and I just found this out this morning. It is absolutely mind-boggling. CryptoPunk's tenant rights gifting protocol. So basically, you can rent out your CryptoPunks. Those of you that watch the show, we talked about CryptoPunks, we talked about NFTs. So if you want to see what NFTs are trending or how much they're worth, you can head over to CoinMarketCap, CoinGecko, click the NFT tab, and it'll bring you to this page here that will let you know all of the trending NFTs, the assets, or how many assets are in the packs or in the collection net worth. And for CryptoPunks, it's about at $532 million, which is absolutely crazy. But at the same time, people are actually renting these out. I don't know why they're renting it out. I don't know. It's like very hard for me to kind of understand. And they're also doing something called fractionalized NFTs, not with CryptoPunks, but with other different NFTs in general. And some people are saying that those may be considered a security. Either way, you guys, I am not a big fan of renting things out, especially an intangible asset. It just seems kind of crazy considering how much these things go for. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a magnificent day. I will catch you tomorrow. Bye-bye.